Hi everybody, me V. This video is intended for adults. It is not made for children. So let me share with you what I did. So I was on Instagram. I come across a lady named mommymecrafts, and I had to write it on a piece of paper. Her name is Patty, and she is Mommy and Me Crafts on YouTube. She is hosting a secret sweetheart swap. And for this swap on Instagram, the instructions were that we had to do a jelly tote bag. It could not be a plastic one. You either had to have a die or an SVG. I did not have either one. So I thought, oh man. So this month is my birthday, and my birthday was January 4th. And this was right after, like a day, or the day of actually, of my birthday. My husband asked me what I wanted. I said, well, I'd like to join this swap, but I don't have a die. And so can I order a die? Let me see what's out there. So he said, yeah, sure. So later, about an hour or so later, I come across Ida, who is Created to Create on YouTube. And she had just uploaded her video of her corset die that was inspired by that corset garbage can she had created from the Dollar Tree. And so I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. It's a corset, a jelly tote one. And I thought, well, I know Scrap Diva Design also has one. And so I told myself, well, I'm going to order one from each one, and whoever gets here first, that's what I'm going to use. And so I did get this one first, so I went with it, and I started cutting it all out. Ran to Michael's Hobby Lobby, got the paper. I ended up finally getting the one from Scrap Diva, and it's this one. But I will be using that one later on. She has the cutest one now that has a little heart on the top. I want that one. So I'll have to save my pennies. But so for this jelly tote, this is it right here. This is who created it. Created to Create, Ida. And there's her shop. And I do apologize for the shine, where you can find everything. And this is the die. This is the bag itself. You will cut 2 of these. Now, I have to tell you, this does not fit. It didn't fit in my big shot. It is too wide. And I'm going to measure it and share with you. From one end to the other, it is a little over 6.5 inches. And then from the top to the highest point right there, it's about 7.5. It is a very big die. Thank goodness I found a machine about a few months ago from a lady on Marketplace that is a Sizzix. It's for bigger dies. And so I ended up having to dig that out and find it. So again, you will cut 2 of these. Here is the middle or the side pieces, and you will notice the little notch. That's kind of like the armpit. And then you might want to go check Ida's video. I'm trying to remember. I think she said she put an F. You have to put that to the front of your bag, because I think if you turn it this way, it doesn't fit right. So it was made specifically for the front. Here is the tag. And it does come with the matte piece on the back. And then the words ooh la la. It also comes with the handle and the bows that go on it. And each bow is specifically for each side. It comes with the middle portion that you would put that goes down the middle of the corset. I did not use this piece. And then it comes with a little hook piece that you will fold over and put on your tag. Now, I ended up using that on another thing, and I will share that with you, but I'm going to share with you very quickly what other dies I used for my name of the tag. I ended up using this one right here, and I got it from a lady off Marketplace. It's supposed to, and I have mine upside down. Yeah. It's supposed to be a shaker die. I did not use it as that. I used it for the name of the die or the name of the swap. I also cut out extra dies or pieces to give to the recipient. So I used this Impression Obsession die right there. I used this Provo Craft corset die. I used, I bought this one as well from the lady on Marketplace, but very sadly, it will not cut out all the pieces. So I'm going to have to run it through a lot of aluminum foil. But you guys, I have stitches on my shoulder and on my neck. And inside of the stitches, and I don't mean to be so personal, I didn't know that he was going to do stitches on the inside as well as the outside. And so I'm limited to die cutting. I'm glad that I had started this before I had them. So now I can't. But so that would have been so cute because it's a corset. I did use this corset die to cut out as an extra. And then I cut out this doll one. I cut out this back. Now, ladies, I did not make a card. I am sorry. I just did not. I couldn't. I cut out this for you. And I think I used this one that says love. Love you. This says, love you yesterday, love you still, always have, always will. So I cut out that. The other thing I cut out was this one and this one. And I bought this as well and was not able to use it. And this is from Crafting World. That would have been perfect. So the other thing that I did was I used this tag right here. This one right here. And I will share with you what I did with that. I use this piece right here. And a lot of these are from my stash. This one, I believe, is a paper tray ink. And I only use that portion of it right there. I use this bag topper. I cut out this bow. I used this bow. Oops, there went my dies. Here is where I use the Hershey's Kiss from KS Craft shaker die. And then I use this one as a shaker die. This one was an extra die. I used this handle from this bag and this heart and created a bag. And I used this bottom portion of the cake die from Scrap Diva to create the bag. I also used this little box die. This is to make pockets. I used the middle one. And I think that's Andy's store. And you get a small bag, a small little pocket, a medium pocket, and a large pocket. I did use the medium pocket. I used this larger doily one as a bag topper. I used these two little heart ones in the center here for something, as well as the circle for the back of it. For the flowers, when I realized I wasn't going to be able to die cut everything I wanted to, I ended up just making rosette flowers. So I did use these two right here. I used this one and this one. And let me share with you what I did. Now, as I said, I started out strong and did not get to where I want it to be. But I had created 3 for my swap. And 2 of them will go out and you get 2 back. And then I'm creating 1 for Patty. I also created some for gifts. Now, I had seen a lady that had used a piece of foam board for the handle on her tote. Now, her tote ain't as big as this. Forgive me. And I wish I would have seen that prior to that, because when you pull this out of the bag, please do not pull it out of the handles. it will tear. And in fact, I had to repair one because that's how I knew you couldn't do it. Well, these things are really stuffed. It's so tall. So, I really wish I could have found more of this paper. And I didn't want to drive to the other town to get it. But that is where I did not use that portion of it. And so these are the ones that are going to be gifts. So I will move them out of the way. Now this is for my swap. So there'll be 2 red and a pink. So Patty, there's no names. Well, of course we don't know who's going to. But choose one and then the rest go to the swap. Now I did keep one of them out of the bag. So when you get it, it will come packaged like that. Oop, I knew that was going to happen. It'll come packaged like that in the bag. And of course, I added rose petals. Who doesn't love rose petals? So, for that, this is the tote, the completed tote. Inside of the tote, again, please don't pull it from the handles because it's very heavy. So, I put in, you'll either get a pair of lips or a heart. And these, I didn't yank off the stickers or nothing. But they have socks in it. So you'll either get one or the other of them. Here is where I created the heart box from the heart. And then the edge from Scrap Diva. And then the handle. That's where inside you'll get a cookie and a chocolate piece of the Perfect Man. And there is, I made a charm. I did some of the flowers. Now, I didn't make them. Them are store-bought. So there's that. Then here's where I created that little box. It just closes with a little clothespin. Inside of here, it's got some little filler. And then you just take the little crinkle out. It's got a couple of pieces of chocolate. And of course, who doesn't want soft lips for Valentine's? So I did get that from the Dollar Tree. And it's just filled inside of there. And then you just, I'm sorry, I'm going to get out of camera real quick. You just close it up. Here is where I just put them in a little plastic bag with a little heart sticker and the crinkle. And there are my rosettes. I hope that you enjoy them. I'm not very good at making rosettes yet. I need more practice. Here is where I use the little shaker. Only I didn't make it into a shaker. And sorry for the handwriting. But that is where I put my information. And I am Crafty Crafter 68 on Instagram. And I'm Virginia 1468 on YouTube. So that will come inside of there. Now, Isabel, you can hear my little peanut butter in the background. She went with me to Walmart when we were looking for some things. And she said, Nana, look at that. And I said, yeah, that's cute. I said, do you want one? And she said, no, she wanted one to put in your bags. So this is from my little sweet granddaughter, Isabel. We call her Peanut Butter. So you get a little necklace. Here is where I created the bows using the tag. And there is where I used the little piece from Ida's corset die and the tag. And I just did the bows. And this is like a photo sleeve. So you can take them out from either way. And then I just hung a little charm. Here's where I use the bag topper. Just some little embellishments up there. There is the shaker heart. Another thing, this little bead on here, it is a glass rose. So you might want to be a little cautious. And then there is where I use the Hershey's Kiss. And they are shakers, so they do shake. I left this out of the bag. And this is how it will be. There's where I did the doily to make the bag topper. And inside of there will be this. And there's where I use that little pocket die. And it has all of the extra dies. I did add some little bling in there as well. In this is another one of them photo pockets. I added the dies in here. When you ladies cut out this gold one, it is very fragile. Or not there's a lot of intricate pieces and it can tear easily. So when you're pulling it out, be cautious. There's the other die and then there's that one. So you'll get that as well. I did add some of these stickers. The other thing I did, you need soft lips all the time. So I did get this little keychain from the Dollar Tree with some more lip gloss. I added a pen from the Dollar Tree. I also created a small little thing of shaker mix right here. I added a little charm and the word love. And this is just a little bubble maker from the Dollar Tree. I ordered these. And so everybody will get a heart-shaped chocolate on a stick and a set of lips. Here's where I use the doilies. I use the outer one and then the inner one. And this is just the trim from the Dollar Tree. And you might get either a pink, a white, or a red. There's where I use that circle. And I just created it like that. And last but not least, and again, as I say, I did sprinkle in there, in all of them, a bunch of rose petals. This is the little container that I use to put all of the charms and stuff. And it's just tied with a little bow. So when you untie it, this does open. And I did put a little jar of broken hearts. Now, none of these are broken, but let me tell you the story really quick. When I was growing up, I think my first and second boyfriend, they broke my heart. And my mom told me this. She goes, sweet babe, you need to get you a jar and put your broken hearts in there because you're going to have a couple of broken hearts before you ever find Mr. Right. And boy, was she so right. So there's a little jar of broken hearts. And so inside, I'm going to pull this, open it up. It does open. And I want to say I bought like a whole container of these. A bag of them from the secondhand store. And so I use them, but you'll have a little keychain. There is little cabochons. Oops, I hope I don't hit that camera. There's beads in there. There's charms. So you'll get all of that in there. And ladies and gents, that is everything that I created for my swap. And I will send that out today because it does have to be there by the 27th. Patty, again, thank you so much. And I hope that whoever receives these enjoys them. I can't wait to get mine. It's going to be so much fun. And so everybody have a blessed day and we'll talk with you all later. Bye.